The room we're actually sitting in, you were saying this is sort of the book room.
Yeah.
Am I correct? Yeah.
It's the bookstore. The original program for Wellspring is a thrift shop, which is one door down, and that was 24 years ago now that the Reverend Diane Edson created a place where people could come and get a warm coat if they needed or a warm cup of coffee, and that was where Wellspring started, and that's been our staple. Our Macy's or our Jordan Marsh. That's our anchor store, is our thrift shop. We still provide, the bookstore and the thrift shop. I like to tell people there's 4 reasons for having the shops, and the first is it gets people what they need at a very reasonable price, or if need be, we can give them vouchers so they can get warm clothes or small household items and sheets and other household items that you need, especially in the winter. The second reason is what you see is a lot of people coming in, and it's a gentle entry point. They're able to come into the thrift shop and look around, but what they're really doing is seeing how comfortable they are here. They don't have to take that big jump into actually admitting they need help. They're able to come in, get a sense of it, get a feel for it. They could leave and be back tomorrow. And when they come back tomorrow, hopefully they ask a little bit more about the programs and ask how they can get involved, or ask how they can ask for assistance. So it provides a gentle way for them to acquaint themselves with us. The third reason for both shops is it's quite friendly to the environment. The thrift shop and bookstore, we have people recycling resources, so we're not just destroying things, and a place to buy recycled items and save some of the valuable resources. And the fourth reason it's not insignificant is both shops are a significant source of revenue for Wellspring. That we're a little bit more independent ourselves, less reliant on grants and donations, because we do have some of that earned income.
That's fantastic. What a great program. So basically people can come here for anything. If they're having trouble or whatever, they come to Wellspring, and if you guys don't provide it, you probably have an idea where they can go. That's
what we strive to create. I'll tell a lot of people that you can't be everything to everybody. Right. And it's very true. And if you try, then you water things down too much. But we get people coming to us with needs that we simply can't meet. Mm-hmm. But we've developed a network of resources that we can refer people to. So if someone comes to us with a significant mental health issue or substance abuse issue, we do have people in our network that we can refer them directly to. So we know they're not going to slip through the cracks. We know they're going to get assistance, but we're able to refer them on.
The classes that you offer, the computer classes, mm-hmm. I know they're great. I've actually done a video on it before, but if you could just sort of give a recap of what they are.
Sure. They're actually a little changed since you were here. Okay. We provide everything from a very beginner basic course called PC Ready, that's how you turn it on. Mm-hmm. And in a couple of weeks, we actually start a Microsoft certification course. So we really do everything from the very basics to a very advanced certification course, and it's Microsoft certification as well. And we offer everything in between. So we'll offer Word classes, Excel classes, PowerPoint classes, internet email classes, and then we take input from our students as to what they might need, and if there's a big enough need, we'll create a class for it. We keep the class size very small. It's only 6 people per class, so they get a lot of one-on-one attention. Mm-hmm. I can say without question, our instructor is the best computer instructor I've ever known, I've ever seen. We're lucky to have her. The community is lucky to have her. And the word of mouth about the classes is the strongest thing we get because of the reputation of the instructor. She's just phenomenal. There's a cost for each one of the classes, but financial assistance is available. We never turn anyone away for the inability to pay. And the financial assistance goes through me, and it's strictly confidential. So if anybody's looking to take a course and can't afford it, it's not an issue. We'd rather get people educated using the computer than worry about the income at that point. If you can't use a computer at this time, it's very difficult to find any kind of job because it's so technology-based.
Absolutely. And the great thing about that is that not only, for people who, might be more needy and, need job training, they've lost their job, they need to get a job and they can't afford it, but it's also great for people who are in transition, and they can afford to take it, and they don't have to go out of town to take these classes because they are really great.
Yeah. The slight changes that we've made since we talked is now we offer classes days and evenings. So one week we'll have, say, that PC Ready course I talked about. That'll be during the day. The next week it'll be the same class at night. So we can make it accessible to people who work during the day, and we can make it accessible to people who might be taking care of children during the day and their free time comes at night. So we're trying to make it accessible to people at all times.
What would you say would sort of be the average of, from last year to this year, what percentage of increase in people who have needed services has been?
Depending on where you go, but overall here we've seen about a 25% increase. Probably a little bit more than that in the food pantry. And then the school and the computer classes, there's not as much growth simply because of our space. You know, if you have 6 spaces at a computer, you can't see much of an increase over that. So, but overall, probably about a 25% increase.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.